you have your victim on the ground. You are participating in a bullying event. Because this is a really serious subject here. Alright? We don't want any of that. Alright? You're participating in a bullying event, you get the riot mentality. Alright? And your victim is down on the ground. And there are 2 blood packets right here on their chest. And you are going to stomp on them until you spread the blood all the way across the floor. Alright? You're going to stomp on them to death. Everybody in the front row needs to move back a little bit. Just wait for your hands. Alright, ready?
This is interesting.
Okay, go. Do it again. 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 You're losing your energy. Come on, again. You hate this person.
Killing someone, I'd be like,
That's good. All right. Stand still. Now remember what we talked about in class already today. We talked about touch and contact splatter. That was one of the things that we mentioned. And almost all crimes, right, are not intended in this fashion, right, to end this way. But you have covered yourself all the way up your shoes, all the way up your legs in the blood of this victim. You have spread low velocity splatter, because it's bigger than 5 millimeters across this wall and up this cabinet. You have left behind, wait for it, your shoe print pattern in their blood. And believe it or not, I don't know if you know this, but Nike and Adidas and all sports-related tennis shoe companies give their tread mark to an active database, and that tread mark is in that database, and all they have to do is look at it, and they can tell you this is a size 9 Nike Air, whatever. All right, and and so no matter what tennis shoe type you're wearing, it is in a tread database, and that database is actually easily accessible by law enforcement. Now, some people stomp someone so much that you can read the writing on here. All right, but others, you might be able to take a quick photograph or image of this, and then you go back and you start measuring, and that's why tennis shoes are different on the bottom, folks. Right? You start measuring these distances and these patterns, and you put it in a computer, and it pops up and says that's a Nike Air, size 8. All right? Then you walk up and go, oh, now, I washed my shoes off, or I took them off, but they found them in your closet, and you go, oh, I didn't do anything. No, I'm not guilty. Oh, you can't prove those are mine. Oh, yeah. Right. And tennis shoes, rubber is porous. And just like this wood, there's going to be blood in the bottom. And then it's DNA fingerprinting time, and they've got you there. All right? So no matter what you think about crimes, traditionally, if someone works hard enough, they will get enough evidence to prosecute you for that crime. Now, let me see. Just looking at you, just from the legs and the feet. And if you were to run away then, once you realized you killed somebody, you would leave behind, come on, run. I'm not young, I'm not running. You're going to leave behind pattern. All right? And that will be all over the floor. And that's going to tell them something again about your shoe size, so on and so forth. And if all of the pattern on the chest is the same, and this was a bullying event and everybody else ran, and you stayed and stomped this person to death, they're going to be able to tell by your shoe prints and your shoe prints alone, because nobody else's are on there but yours, that you were the one that actually perpetrated the injuries that potentially caused this victim's death. I bring up bullying because it's a serious issue right now. Very serious. Siobhan will tell you all about that. Very serious.
How did you figure it out if you were more than just one person?
It's a little bit harder, but then you just start picking the pieces of evidence apart. And what I find is a lot of these bullying events, unfortunately, that do occur, students actually take pictures, videos, that stuff that you see on TV. And that